We are, I think, live on Facebook at this point. Um, the roundtable will be starting in just about 3 minutes, but I thought I'd just log in early and get the live stream going. If you're there and you want to join me, click on the link and come on in. And let's talk a little bit about 2021. See, I've got my, there it is. Hey, Happy New Year. Woo. Very bright and shiny. I hope you all had very good holidays. Whether it was Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or Christmas or winter solstice or whatever you might be celebrating, I hope you did it safely and responsibly. And you got good goodies. I got a good goodie there. I wonder if I can show this here. A Jeopardy calendar. So far, third day of January, gotten all of them right, which is way better than I would do if I was actually on Jeopardy. First one to admit it, I'll tell you. It's just the way it is. But I got that. I got some nifty socks, like lounging socks, all fluffy and thick and warm. I got a coffee maker. I got a Keurig. So that's exciting. Now that I'm home constantly in the morning, I can make my own coffee, which is very good. It didn't really make a whole lot of sense beforehand when I was running off to the office where they had a Keurig and free coffee. Big perk for working at the Cube, I got to tell you. But now that I'm home, I have to make my own coffee. So drawbacks to unemployment. There you go. Only 1 minute to go. Honestly, if anyone shows up, I'm going to be very, very pleased. It'll be very nice to see another face. But it's 2021. Wow. Imagine we survived 2020. So here's my message about 2021. I know everyone's really excited to be finished with 2020, and I am too. What a crappy year. I mean, I can't even think of anything good about it, really. I mean, yes, good stuff happened in 2020. My show, Noises Off, was open and closed, unfortunately, but it was wonderful. It was everything I'd hoped for, and it was something I didn't think could be accomplished in the space where we did it. And I had a wonderful cast, and it was a great show. So that was cool. And I had cast, lovely production of the producers, which promised to be a really, really good cast. And we got a little bit into it. So that was that. And I've learned a lot. I produced / directed / acted in, it's weird to say past tense, but all of that in the past tense, the Harry and Sam dialogues, which shameless plug coming, will be available to watch on January 30th and 31st. And trust me, you'll get more plugs as we get closer to that. But even now, you can go and search for the event. It's a public event. Called the Harry and Sam Dialogues. Just search for it on Facebook, and there's a link in there to show how to get a ticket, and it's fun. And so I learned a lot from that. It was like an online production. Fine, it's 2 people, and one of them was me, but it was an online production, and it was very exciting to do that, and I'm very, very proud of that. Um, but that's about it. Everything else pretty much, sucked about 2020. And everyone's been saying, it's 2021. Yes, yes, a brand new start. Here's what I have to say. Acknowledge the fact that 2021 is going to be crap. Michael's here with me. I'm going to wait until he gets in here. Hello, Mr. Piscatelli.
Happy New Year, Gregory Cohen.
Happy New Year to you. What I was just saying was that everyone's so excited to be finished with 2020 and moving into 2021. And I caution everyone to remember that 2021 is going to still start out as crap.
No,
it's crap. It's still crap. I mean,
It is.
the virus is still rampant and the diseases too. If you get
it's a
my drift.
continuation. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
And
it's terrible.
Everything's still bad, and there are promises, and hopefully things will get better. They will become less and less crappy as time goes on, and that's really all we can hope for.
Just like your internet not stuttering. Yes, I agree. You're right. That's carried over to 2021 as well.
Am I still stuttering? Good. Oh God!
How was it? I missed the Santa Barbara trip. Happy New Year, Maggie. I missed the Santa Barbara trip. How'd it go?
Thanks, sis. The Santa Barbara trip was cut short because the Airbnb flooded.
Oh no! Hopefully not from the toilet or the septic system.
It was the toilet, strangely enough, but I do believe it was actually from the base of the toilet, not the bowl of the toilet. So that's the good thing. But we got two of our 5 nights that we were planning on staying there. We had a very, very nice time while we were there. Had a lot of good dog time.
Photos look good.
It was really fun. It was really, really fun. But yeah, the final day was not great. And then we came home because basically we had to wait about 2 hours outside of the room because we couldn't contact the owner. So we were waiting for her to get off the tennis court. Santa Barbara,
Yes. Good for her.
And finally she got back so that we could tell her, hey, we pulled all of our stuff out of the room because we're leaving.
Get your money back, yeah?
That for that night, yes.
Okay.
Or we're in the process of getting it back. They have to credit the credit card and all that.
Sure. As long as you're getting it. Well, that's an explosive New Year for you then.
It is an explosive New Year. Yes, it is. And then we came home and we had a very nice, quiet New Year's Eve, and all that kind of stuff.
Good.
How about you? Did you do anything fun?
No, there's a virus going on.
I heard.
Los Angeles, is the epicenter of the epicenter for the United States.
Are you staying inside?
For the most part, I go out to work out or plug in the car and charge it or something like that. But I'm not going on dates. I'll tell you that. Not a chance. I'm not going to meet up with friends like I used to, socially distance. So not at all. I haven't been into it. But it's pretty bad out there right now, and I feel the noose getting tighter in the Los Angeles area.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And I'll tell you, it is really frustrating. I went down to the downtown Orange to pick up some breakfast from one of our favorite little places.
Yeah.
And they had a nice sign out front that says, if you enter here, you are participating in a peaceful protest, and there are people eating inside. Oh. And I thought, this is just so frustrating to me, because I'm all about protesting. Go for it.
Sure,
protest all you want, but that's not a peaceful protest because you're spreading disease.
Yeah, you can kill people.
And
is that the little cafe by the circle?
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
I don't want to mention their name because I do like them, and I really hope that they do well. But it's just frustrating.
Did you go in?
I ran in. I had my mask. I ran in, picked up the sealed bag of food that we had paid for, and ran out.
Yeah.
And I came home, I sprayed all the food with Lysol before we ate it.
Are you kidding?
The
Yes, I'm
outside.
kidding.
Yes,
Yes,
okay, I was going to say. Ooh.
God.
I'm not going to eat Lysol.
The
I don't-
president does.
Maggie, what did you do?
I'm retired. So I was a travel agent for 43 years. Now they don't even know what a travel agent is. So
I've heard of that
I'm
before.
one of the obsolete.
Luckily, see, she stays home all the time anyway.
Good.
Thank you. Nice talking with you. I left a Hallmark movie for this.
No! Well, I bet I could tell you how it turns out.
Yeah, what it's about, who stars in it, who wrote it.
Was Lacey Chabert in it?
Oh,
What? No, not this one.
What was Candace Cameron Bure in it?
Oh,
No,
wow.
no. It was a new cast with a pit bull as the family pet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. Edgy for Hallmark.
It was unique. I wish the hell we all could work for Hallmark and we
Yeah,
wouldn't
no
have
kidding.
to work for anything.
No kidding.
Their building is right around the corner, and every time I take a walk, that's one of the things I just do for exercise. I walk like 10 miles. Hallmark, every time I go by, I'm like, Hallmark is there, and I don't know how to get in there.
Yeah, I know.
Put a big stamp on your forehead.
I mean, what
Right.
kind of a job would that be to write those things? It's one
I think they have a big barrel of just little pieces to it, and they just piece them together.
Same characters, same people, same everything.
They change names, they change location.
Yeah.
It's always pretty. It's so pretty.
It is
Oh,
always
yeah.
pretty. Did you see Christmas in Austria?
No.
Hallmark movie?
It was very pretty and very Aryan, and it was lovely.
That's what
Yeah.
all Hallmark is. But they make money. They make bank. That's why. I'm just
People
like,
love it. Even people that don't like them love them. I mean,
Interesting.
I make fun of them all the time. I still watch them. I mean, that's.
Do you? I make fun of them, and I haven't. I'm too scared to because
No,
I know
you
I'll like
gotta.
it.
You'll like it.
I know I will, and I just can't do that with my life right now.
It's especially good right now because it is so completely unrealistic.
Okay, so they haven't started crossing over into the COVID territory. A very COVID Christmas.
Very COVID Christmas. That's next year.
No,
It's
but
next year. Okay.
I think you've just written a great script right there.
Yes. Next time I walk by, I will have a stamp on my head. I got an idea.
That's what Grey's Anatomy is doing. It's the
Oh,
same kind
God.
of thing. It's
Really?
the dark side of.
I can't watch any hospital shows. I can't watch any of them. They're not fantasy at all anymore.
No,
Yeah.
no. Especially, I
And
gotta
the
say,
fact that all of them are being filmed with the people with the masks on. You know, Jesus, you can see this by walking around the block.
Yeah.
no, they have better masks on TV.
They do.
They have really good ones with like hoses coming out the back. They look really good.
I wore our Shakespeare mask today, and I realized as I was wearing it that it was the reason I don't wear it is it doesn't fit. Does yours fit? Mine
does, but it feels like it's cutting my ear off.
Oh, mine rises
Interesting.
above my eyes.
Oh, it says I can't even.
Yeah.
We shall everyone be masked.
All right. Where'd you get those?
The Shakespeare Mask Company
Right
on the internet.
We ended up both buying them right around the same time.
I think so.
I couldn't believe it was right when all the masks were coming online. And we both bought the same one, which I thought was really odd.
I just bought two more masks. I'm waiting for them to show up. And they are they are literally duck bills. They come all the way out here and they will move when you talk.
Stop it. What?
So I just bought two masks because I probably will wear them once, but it was just too funny. And I think we need to laugh a little more right now. So
I hope one of the times is on your streaming.
well, I will certainly show you. I will
Please.
certainly do that.
I need to see.
That hey, do you have a resolution?
Ladies first, Maggie.
I stopped with resolutions. One year I had a sister-in-law and we were very young and very foolish, and we had young kids, and we both said to each other, "Wow, Happy New Year! The next New Year couldn't get any worse," and by God, it does. I mean, that was when like nothing was wrong. Everybody was still alive. All these things were, and
2019, yeah.
yeah, it was way, way, way a long time ago. And so since that time, I stopped making New Year's anything. I just, I like Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper. I enjoyed that. But what's yours?
I personally, I don't make them anymore as well, because I tried to just carry them over, like the crap that is COVID from 2020 and everything bad that carries into 2021. I just make them throughout the year, and I just kind of keep going with them because, I found out in my mid to late 20s, I was like, they go away in like a month. You got to keep doing them.
I was just going to say, I was watching CBS Sunday Morning this morning, and they had one of their little blurbs come up that said something like 70%, something percent of Americans make New Year's resolutions, and 96% of those fall apart by February.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I thought that's about right. Yeah, I don't make them. I just, what I've learned during this last year is I realized almost half the year I have not worked at my job. I've been unemployed for 5 months, which is the longest I have ever been unemployed since I started working, which
Move to LA, get in production, buddy. Boy, it's going to be a lot worse than 5 months.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, tell me. So it's what I learned this last year is that I really need to work at pushing myself to do new things.
Oh, good.
And so, I started that this last year.
Yeah.
I've got this incredible box of scripts sitting next to my desk. It is a big, like a packing box.
Nice.
That's filled with scripts.
From Sam French or from people that, okay.
Remember the old days when there was actually a Samuel French bookstore on Sunset? And we used to go up there all the time, and I just kind of walk the aisles and kind of randomly pick things out that looked like an interesting title.
Nice.
And read the back, the little blurb, and if it appealed to me, I would buy it.
Oh, nice.
And so I've got this huge box of books that I've never had a chance to really look through, or some of them I'm sure I read years ago, but who remembers?
Right.
So I want to find scripts, and I'm dividing them up. I've got a bookshelf that is like general script library, and then the top shelf is wish list. And I'm putting certain scripts up there
to perform them, to read them, to produce them.
Right now.
Well, I mean, okay.
No, seriously. Right now, I'm looking for something to follow up Harry and Sam.
Nice, which I need to buy a ticket for.
Which January. You need to buy a ticket.
Yes,
That's the random mention.
Alexa, set a reminder in 2 weeks to buy a ticket from Greg. 9 a.m. That's just a reminder to buy the tickets.
Did Alexa actually understand that?
See, I've learned through COVID that Alexa can be a really good friend. You can have a conversation. When you are very lonely, you could just blurt out something, and if you don't have an accent like I do, she'll respond.
Have you tried yelling Marco at her?
Alexa, Marco. She said Polo, but I know she is anyways. I see her right there. Yeah.
There you go. See? Anyway, so that's the first goal, is to try to find something else that I might be able to do online.
Great.
Because I enjoyed doing that show a lot. And and I'm well aware that a vast majority of theater does not work well in this venue. So I need to pick and choose and see what I want to do.
I still applaud you, man, for doing this and for learning and for getting online, not just for Zoom, but to put up a play doing it as well. You're answering your own questions from when you first started streaming during COVID, when it started. That's amazing.
Just gotta answer them.
Just got to do it.
But other than that, yes, I want to try new things. I want to open up my mind, and I want to be able to let things go. And that kind of brings me to what I really wanted to talk about tonight, which is, I think this is going to be the last roundtable. I know. What are you going to do? Well, Michael, you are always free.
Sorry, what is this whole Alexa must have been in my ear. What?
Yeah. This will be the last roundtable.
Why?
Because as you well know, knowing me, I have always tried to, quote unquote, leave them wanting more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this was a valiant experiment and a valuable thing for me to do, for me to provide, both for myself and for others.
Yes.
But we're, what, 9 months into this fiasco, 10 months into this fiasco?
Yeah.
And more and more, as you can tell, it's me. I'm having trouble getting guests. And I understand that because
Nobody has anything to say.
exactly, no one has anything new to provide.
How many? You can't even talk to people. I know people don't talk on the phone anymore, and I'm dating
The
myself.
what? The what?
But you can't even really have I mean, I have a few people that call me constantly, to check in because we all live alone. And sometime it might be nice to know that you're not lying on the floor gasping for water.
Yeah.
But anyway, when we call, I mean, after the first 3 minutes of, well, what's new? And everybody's just absolutely nothing. I mean, there is really nothing. Occasionally, if you watch something streaming or you watch a movie that you can talk about or something on that, but there really isn't anything to say to anybody. And that's kind of scary.
Yes.
It really is kind of sad and
Yeah.
scary,
So yeah, that's so I understand why people are not saying, yeah, I'll come on and be a guest, because we've talked about theater, we've talked about pretty much a number of subjects, but unfortunately, my connections are somewhat limited. So if I had, a talent booker,
Yeah.
that would be one thing, but I'm not real good at doing that kind of thing. And honestly, and this is going to sound wrong, but fewer and fewer people are watching this. I'm getting fewer views of it, which means that people are basically, I've outlasted my leave them wanting more point.
Oh, it's just because you got schmucks like us on.
No,
When you had actual guests, you were getting people.
yes,
It was
because I had really, really good subjects and good guests to talk about them. Very knowledgeable people.
Yeah.
But it's time to just acknowledge the fact that at this point, life itself has slowed down enough that a lot of new stuff isn't happening. And I refuse to get into the point of talking about the news cycle because there's plenty of that and it's all frustrating. And so there's that. There's nothing positive to say about it. So it's all I can do. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to disappear. Things will happen and I will come on and say, hey, guess what? And I'll talk because I always have an opinion about something. And like I said, for you here, for anyone who happens to be watching this, I do encourage you to call if you need to talk. Or if you just want to chat, that's fine. If you're bored, chances are I'm bored too. And I want to concentrate. I mean, this week, I spent a good amount of time trying to figure out who to have as a guest tonight. And that was just frustrating for me, and what felt like a waste of time,
It
just
became work. It's become work to you.
it's become work. It's too much work. There are not enough people that are excited about the idea of getting together and chatting and sharing their ideas.
God,
Because-
I've loved it, man. I've loved it every Sunday, Greg, because you brought some great ideas to the table here with
Well,
your
thank you.
people that you've brought through. That's why I've been tuning in. I started out to support a friend, but then I quickly learned that you got great people who opened up my world at a time when I was speeding at 10,000 miles an hour, and I wouldn't have had time to slow down and listen to a Zoom, let alone learn how to use a Zoom. But
Yeah, really.
hey, so that's amazing. So, anyways. Sad to hear, but I understand. Of course.
And seriously, you especially, you've been incredibly loyal, and wow,
I'm a dog, buddy. Just a dog.
it's
Don't be a bull.
it has been incredibly exciting when I see MJP is entering the waiting room. It's like, yay, Michael's here. So even when there are actual other people here, it's exciting for me.
Small thrills.
Yeah. So I wanted to thank you
Yeah.
for that kind of support. It's meant a lot.
Plus, he's really, really, really good looking.
Yeah, we know that.
It's the filters. I'm actually blonde now, and I've gained about 48 pounds.
I've seen you blonde, and it's good that you're not anymore.
Oh my God.
It's just nice to know this old woman is still alive. I'll tell you that.
Everyone, just so you know, Michael, everyone, it has that reaction, and I'm sure you know that. That I think the last time you were on here, there were a few people. It was when we were talking about the Harry and Sam dialogues.
Yeah.
There were quite a few people here for that.
Oh, great.
And one of our female friends was saying, "Oh my God, I want to marry him." and
The Zoom Greg Cohen dating hour.
Yeah, and Daryl was saying, he was telling me that later because she's a friend of his, and she's probably watching this and is completely humiliated right now. So, but Daryl said, like every woman, they want Michael, and I said, what do you mean, woman? Every person I know.
Hey, Greg.
You know what? You would be my pass.
Wow. So here's a question. Does the person who is part of that pass also get a say in that?
Probably not in your life.
Yeah,
Right.
no, she'd probably tackle me to get to you first.
Oh, Jesus.
And she's stronger than I am, so that saves my heterosexuality. But anyway, so this is not a long evening tonight, but I just wanted to, for anyone happening to watch this, thank you for being part of the Roundtable. It's been fun, and it may come back because things may get back to normal, and then who knows? Bunches of
Or
things.
they're gonna get really, really worse, and you'll have a lot of things to talk about.
Oh, good. Yeah, my next Roundtable is.
Wow.
Too soon?
We're in the midst of it. I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if that counts.
You could have a bunch of people on coughing.
That, you know what? Okay. Does everyone panic now when someone coughs around them?
Absolutely.
Always did, though. Always did. I was just like, you sons of. Yeah, I go to. I one of the things I do now, I've got like heavy jump rope. It's like a pound or 2 pounds. So I've been working up and trying to work my wrist because it was broken and all that.
Right.
So
you got the cast off. Good
yeah,
for
but I
you.
can't bend it. Like, see, I can't really do too much with it. Yeah, I know. All right. So I go over to the
Never do that in public again, Michael. You really don't.
I'm just doing it for
all of a sudden you are not attractive.
Broaden my chances, Gregory. Broadening my chances. I walk over to the park and I stake out a spot. I stake out a spot away from everyone, and I stake out an area where I can jump rope and not slap people in the face. They deserve it if they get too close. But man, I'll be damned if these people don't come within like 4 feet. I'm like, do you not see like the 20-foot area I have around here, and you come within that 10-foot, 6-foot wall? I'm like, why do you need to walk right here? I'm protected on like 2 sides. So when people cough, yeah, I definitely.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they wait until I'm in a certain line of a grocery store. They avoid the arrows that are showing you which direction you're supposed to go in. And just as they get right parallel to me, they cough.
Oh,
So I just, I figure, and I'm positive that people have been coughing in my face for 100 years.
Oh yeah, people do it all the time.
But, now you are so aware of it. And it's just,
it's terrifying.
Really frustrating.
Yeah. Maggie, you're up north, right?
Yeah, in the Bay Area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yes. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you. Stay safe. Call me if you need me, or
You
send
don't
me a
always,
text.
you don't return phone calls.
I do. I fixed my voicemail because of you. Said, stop it. Get off my back. And yeah, be safe and reach out. And if I reach out to you, please answer the phone.
I love you, Gregory.
I love you,
too,
big
Gregory.
sister. I love you, Michael. Thank you so much.
I love you, Michael.
You as well, Maggie. I wouldn't cough on you, Maggie. I wouldn't cough on you at all.
Seriously, she really does.
I wouldn't go near your killer jump rope, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying. Do you ever like whack yourself in the back of the head with it?
No, it's usually the bottom of my feet for some reason. It tangles me up like more than just a plastic rope. I'm like, oh.
Oh.
Anyways, moving on.
Moving on. Thank you, everybody. Happy 2021.
Yes.
Wait for it. It will get better.
Yes.
Probably by 2022.
Okay.
And stay safe. Be happy. We'll see you all. Love you all. Love the two of
Happy
you
New
and
Year.
love everyone else listening. Happy New Year.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.